Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Titan Class Omega Supreme WFC-S29. Yes, he comes in, as you can see, just the box right now because he's very large, and that means the box is very large. This is going to be one of those weird, difficult reviews I sometimes have to do. But as you can see, the box is also glossy. You can see the glass, the lights coming off, but you can see really nice artwork of Omega Supreme there. You know, shooting a bunch of Decepticons. On the top, you have a little group shot. Yeah, little group shot of the bunch of Autobots there, including, look, Red Alert and stuff. They're all released now. On the side, you have, well, the Ark about to launch. On this side, hey, look, it's that familiar thing, although it's kind of, again, box is so large, kind of not in the light very well. Bottom, you mostly have just copyrights and whatnot and a barcode. And on the back, hey, look, there's Omega Supreme. You know, there's Omega Supreme in his multiple modes, renders anyway. Telling you, all that stuff, including, hey, yes, he comes with, little old countdown there. So that's the box. And in the box comes these instructions, which, yes, fairly large instructions because, yeah, it didn't need to be this large, honestly, but I don't mind it. Because, honestly, Omega Supreme is not that difficult to transform. It's just big. Yeah, it also tells you his weapons. HM, Laser Cannon, 300 TT, Crusher Claw, and RT 50M2 Plasma Blaster. So those are things. And so, I'm going to cut, and we'll see the figure show up. Yep, and here he is. He is in his little base mode, rocket tank and base. Yeah, all there. You can't even. It's not even all including frame because he's so big. I mean, that rocket goes up pretty high. Yeah, it's not a small set by any means because he is Titan class after all. He's a little more compact than, say, Tripticon or Metroplex or Fortress Maximus in alt mode here, but he's still pretty big and he still takes a lot of room. He also comes with these little effect parts. These ones come like this. And you also get two little extra ones. Not sure how well that's in focus because, again, camera's in a weird position today. Yeah, these can come apart much like the ones with Jetfire. There's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts here. But yeah, they come like this, which, you can put them all over the place. There's little, peg holes on the track for, you blast fire and stuff on the tank, on the rocket. You can, stick them on the side of the rocket for, well, look, it's like venting, if you want. A lot of stuff you can do there. Or, of course, a big ol' cannon blast. Although when all of them are stuck together like this, they're kind of droopy. That's kind of the big problem there. Another cool thing is if you're really playing around, you can stick them to the bottom of the rocket. Look, it's launching. Speaking of the rocket, though, yeah. You can see the rocket here, yeah, again, very long. It's, I think, about 2 feet long? No? Yeah, it's like almost as tall as he is in robot mode. Mostly gray, silver pick tip, some red, the orange translucent feet. Nice little bits of detail picked out here and there as well. Yeah, it's yeah, it's kind of, again, just very large. One of the feet also has a tendency to like to sink on mine. I'm going to zoom in real quick because I'm going to focus on this little guy right here. Countdown. Yep, countdown. Little guy about Micromaster size. He comes packaged like this. Really simple to transform too. Just unfold the legs like this. Unpeg the arms right here, move them down, fold this down, and yep, robot mode. refocus that. There we go. Yep. He's, I think, a little bit taller than a standard Micromaster. His head does not move, but he has ball jointed shoulders, forward and back. A little tiny bit of outward, not very much though. Ball jointed hips. So forward and back there. The knee can curl up really hard because of the transformation. And yeah, they can go outward a little bit as well. Not a whole lot there, but looks kind of cool. Nice little tan red paint scheme. Silver face, blue eyes. There's that. Go ahead and put him off to the side for now. He doesn't do much else in this remote mode except, I guess, look around. He can look around and, or just stand around and just look like he's doing something. Yeah, like I said, one of those that has a tendency to collapse on mine. I don't know why. But yeah, it's a pretty neat little thing. You got the tank as well. You can roll around the track pretty well. It's got little plastic things right there for wheels. The treads do not move. The gun can look up and down. And these guns can look up and down. Yeah, but yeah, mostly kind of that dark brownish gray, or grayish brown, gray, red, big old Autobot logo. The turret can't, well, it can swivel, but one of the heads here it can't. It can swivel, but that's mostly for the transformation, not for anything else. It can kind of wiggle a little side to side. So yeah, it's those. What's weird is these are wide enough in such a way they don't like take up the entire track, so it can do that, which is, I find that odd, personally. And you got the base itself, which, I mean, yeah, it doesn't really do much. You got the, missiles. You got kind of the rocket gantry, and the track itself. It's not a whole lot. The base itself just sits there. You look. Are these little ramps there? Yeah, there's little ramps there you can use. I guess Countdown can use those. Or other Micromasters. Apparently these ramps and also these little fold-out things. Apparently I've heard these can attach to some of the old Titans Return base mode guys, if you remember the little leaders. Yeah, I heard these can attach to those. This is the same connector that these use as well, so there's that. The other thing about this guy, I'm going to transform Countdown back into his vehicle mode real quick because there's something cool it can kind of do. Well, not cool, but it's kind of, oh, that's neat. And then you proceed to forget about it because, yeah. Anyway, Countdown can actually, one thing, there's these little things. Each of these can open. You got a little space in there. Put Countdown in there. Or other Micromasters. The rocket, you can rotate it the right way. Rotate it up a bit as well when I get up there. The rocket here. This can open and that can open, and hey, look, there's a spot for, again, Countdown. You must have been in there in robot mode to, you could go in there. So you can go, then you can make the feet collapse because they don't take a lot, unfortunately. Yeah, the final thing that Countdown can do here, well, when it comes to little cubby holes, if I can get this guy out of the rocket, is on the tank. If you open up this little front bit, which you need to lift those up. And if you open up this little front bit, there's a little spot here. It's actually little tabs here, so you can just slot in just perfectly. It just sits in right in there, and then boom. Sit right in there. So then you can, open this up and hey, look, you can deploy and go down these little tracks and there you go. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, as a base mode, it's kind of like, it's cool if you have a lot of Micromasters or I guess Titan Masters or whatever, little dudes they go well with this guy. It's just, yeah, it's the base mode because it's Omega Supreme. He's supposed to have a base mode. This is how it is. So, yeah, it's pretty cool base mode. Just probably not the way most of us are going to display him very often. Who knows? I don't know. I don't have your collection. I don't know. But yeah, we'll go ahead and move on to the transformation, which again is pretty simple. Right. So to transform him, first of all, good countdown out of the way. He's not necessary. And we'll go ahead and get the rocket out of the way because we're going to focus on bits and pieces because he is a parts form, which that's Omega Supreme, and we're also going to get the tank out of the way. Like, Omega Supreme has always been a parts former, so it's kind of like it's expected. He's one of the ones that gets a free pass because nostalgia. But I'm going to go ahead and try to move this a little bit further in and hopefully not mess things up too much. Anyway, first thing to do, these I guess tan tracks, go ahead and remove them. For me, it's easier to remove them if you lift them up a bit when you're at the connector. It makes it a little easier. Yeah, remove those on both sides. This one comes off pretty easily. And these tan tracks, which you use, you fold these up. On each track, each of them fold up the same direction. Well, except for that one, but yeah. They fold up and they peg together, peg and tab together. Like that, and it's one of the wings. Same on this side. There's resistance when you try to fold the legs up, then fold it the other way. Because yeah, if there's resistance, that means you're doing it wrong. But yeah, just peg it up, tab it all in. And those are little back wing things, which we'll bring back later. Now this guy, the big main body, what you do, take these bits and fold him back out like this. That. We'll go ahead and stand it up. Like so. Then these pieces, the ramps, they just fold in and collapse against the leg like that. Fold in and collapse. Up here, you want to go ahead and rotate the torso 180 degrees. Also, this little black flap thing, you push that up into there. That's this little stand for the base mode. And the body is pretty much ready to go. So go ahead and put that in the back. Next is the tank. Now the tank, what you want to do is down here, unclip that. There's a lot of strong clips on this. Unclip that, fold it around, and reclip it down here. Like that. Very nice loud click. Take this piece and move it backwards. There's multiple hinges here. Move it backwards, and you take the guns and fold them down. Like, this one's stubborn. Like that. You fold those down. You want to go ahead and open this up, this piece. Open that up. Again, that's also pretty stubborn. Rotate the turret around and rotate the platform it's on around so the turret goes into the chest. Like so. Then you can bring the guns down. And these little slots here, which go in these little tabs on the side go into like this. Like that. And you can go ahead and close this up. And this on the head, you want to pull the little turret out on the back and extend the neck. See that neck extends. Then you can go ahead on the main body, bringing that back to the foreground. Main body, just go ahead and just slide it in until it clicks. Big click, by the way. Then you can fold this up. Just tabs right in, and then you fold these down. Those will also tab in. And look, you got a large chunk of them done. You can come around to the back here. This is where the next big step is. It's for the rocket. The rocket here. Which, okay, there's little things, these little spots right here. Want to get your fingernail into that and open that up. Same on this side, right here. Open this up. And this whole center thing, Open those up all the way. And this whole center thing right here opens up right here. And there's a little black platform. You need to make sure to move that. You need to make, when going to robot mode, make sure the black platform there looks like that. You can see that? Yeah, make sure it's flattened in there. And then when you're going back to robot mode, you need to make sure to extend that all the way out like this, or else it will not fold in properly. So make sure it's all the way out like that. There's multiple hinges there. You can go ahead and extend the front this way, slide the back or the bottom down this way, rotate this down. Back here, go ahead and take these and fold those up into there. Same with this side. Fold that up and into there. And then you can fold these around like this, like that. See, that's the arms and part of the backpack. And you can then just, well, this guy, and then you just slide it in, like so. Slide it in, like that. And the final bit, take the wings, make sure they're lined up correctly. Under here, little slots right there. Take the wings and just slide them in. Usually you have to bring that down, so you can't see. I can't show you the second one really, but hopefully you got the idea from there. Slot that in. Doesn't really click or anything; it just kind of rests in there. So there's unfortunately, no real click. Then you just bring these up. You bring the little back piece up right in there. That currently that secures the backpack, which means Omega Supreme is now in his, well, supremely large robot mode. Yeah, with the wings and every little wingling things, he is 2 feet tall. He is big. There's no way around that. He is a very large guy. He's difficult to film because of that. Yeah, he's very big. And he's really cool looking. He's Omega Supreme. The only thing I would honestly criticize is possibly the proportions. His torso is a bit too long compared to his arms and stuff. But hey, can't complain too much. Yeah, he's pretty cool looking. It looks like a G1 Omega Supreme with, well, fine detail added like most of the Siege line is. Now, actually, what's cool is countdown here. He's a little peg right here, you probably noticed. There's a little peg in his chest, which you can fold out, and then it just pegs right there into the shoulder. So you can go somewhere. Anywhere, you know. You can also store them in the chest if you want, or store them on the legs, or whatever. And once again, yeah, you can use the effect parts as you want. Again, up to you how you do that. But yeah, that's the other thing is this. It's kind of an undocumented feature, which is can slide in and out. So you can have short barrel, long barrel. So there's that. Yeah, he's big. He's a big guy. And I'm going to put him off the side because I'm going to get Devastator. Because as we know, he has a history with Devastator. And yeah, you can see he's a bit taller, which you can argue about that a bit you want, but you know, they're pretty close in size. Devastator's clearly shorter, but I think it's close enough that I think most people are going to be fine with it. Yeah, Omega Supreme's taller, but yeah, they're still both pretty big next to each other, so it works pretty well, I think. Yeah, Omega Supreme looks great. You know, again, the reds and grays and stuff, and different shades of gray and the tans, and he's got a little tiny bit of the quote-unquote battle damage. You know, like those rings around there and or up here on his arms and stuff. You know, little, I guess, burn marks. Yeah, it's a good-looking robot for sure. But yeah, Poseability. Head can look left and right, and because of that neck joint, he can look down a bit. And if you collapse the neck joint and then just raise it partially, he can look up a little tiny bit. So that's a really nice little joint there. Shoulders. Nice ratchet. Right there. There's also the outward, which is on a ratchet. Got a slight bicep swivel, which I think is a very, very soft ratchet. I can kind of feel it. Either that has plastic resistance. I'm not sure which. There's also the elbow. If there's that. His fingers, I guess his little finger things can... Little ratchets right there. Very loud ratchets. And friction joint right here. So you get some decent poses. Also at the end of each finger is a little hole which you can put these in if you want. So any of the blast effect parts can fit in at the end of each finger. Same basic articulation on the other arm, just minus the fingers. His waist, as you saw during the transformation, big, loud, clicky ratchet. So yeah, he can hold his poses. That's the nice thing. Hips, another ratchet, forward and back. Almost 180 degrees of movement forward and back, outward. 90 degrees, lots of ratchet there. Messing up my studio. A clicky thigh swivel. So tough that it makes the ramp click out of place. And of course, knees. Kind of soft, surprisingly, but knees. 90 degrees of bend there. And ankle tilts, which are also ratcheted. So he's got a lot of articulation. And of course, just for the sake of making him not to look so rigid, I like to one click of each, the ankle and the hips. Give him a bit of an A stance. There you go. So yeah, that's Omega Supreme. He's got a lot of little details and stuff on all this stuff, and you know, you got the little guns here, and you can still open these up, and hey, look, there's missiles and missile pods and stuff. Lots of little places to put the blast effects. There's a lot of stuff you can do with this guy. He looks good as a base. He looks amazing as a robot. He's going to look great towering over a lot of your Siege Autobots and stuff, or towering over your Siege Decepticons because he's kicking their butts right now. But any which way, yeah, he's a great figure. Period. He's a great looking figure. He's got really good articulation and everything too. A lot more than they really need to. I mean, this is the Titan class. It almost feels like sometimes like the fact it's big is enough. But this is like, no, it's big and it's actually it's got the full articulation suite that you kind of expect from Siege anymore. I mean, heck, the only thing they could do is because of the size. They could have actually, possibly added butterfly joints or ab crunch, but I don't think that's necessarily possible. But hey, I mean, cool, but I'm not going to be picky about it. I mean, it just looks really good, I think, overall. It just really looks great. He's got a little gun turret. I think a lot of people probably wish this could come off. I don't think it can, at least not without ungluing stuff. But there's options, I guess. Or, old and opaque one. Wouldn't surprise me if, like, the Toy Hack. I can't remember. Toy Hacks just released their at least one set of stickers for the rocket. It wouldn't surprise me if later on they hey, here's a set of like shiny metallic yellow stickers to cover up the visor. So it can be completely opaque if you want it. So there's that. Yeah, he looks great. I don't think I don't have any of my Siege figures really available right now. Wait, yes I do. I got Megatron. That's it's not I guess the preferred one, but hey, I got a Megatron here for just scale. Yeah, it's Voyager Megatron. Yeah, he comes up to his knees, completely out of frame by that point. So yeah, that gives you an idea. Yeah, Siege, Mega Supreme, big robot. Yeah, so I like it. It's $160. A little spendy. It's a Titan class, so who knows whether or not it'll go down. And we'll find it like Ollie's and Ross and all that stuff later on for like $50. I don't know. It's a crapshoot with these guys. Sometimes they go cheap, sometimes they don't. If you think $160 is too much, you might be able to wait it out and be able to get it for cheaper. But I think $160 is kind of a more or less fair price for how big this guy is and whatnot, and just the play value if you use him as a base for like a whole bunch of your smaller figures. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty darn good figure, and I do like him a lot as he is. Again, Toy Hacks is coming out with sticker sets. Again, right now it's only the rocket piece, so there's that. But there's no doubt they're going to release more, and they're doing that deal right now of like 1 cent. It's 1 cent for the sticker sheet, so for the rocket. So there you go, which I think comes out to about just under $4 when you include shipping. So yeah, there's that if you want. I like this guy a lot. He's expensive, but he's kind of cool. Yeah, he's expensive, but he's kind of cool. I got him a little bit of a discount because I used a promo code, but yeah. I think he's kind of just, he's worth it if you really like Omega Supreme, because Omega Supreme is pretty cool. Yeah, I like him a lot. So that's that. I just hope this recorded well because, yeah, I'm using a very different setup than usual because big. Yeah, he's just by sheer, I don't know, something about him just is nice. I like him almost as much as I like Predaking. I know, yeah, Predaking was one of the previous Titan release, and I liked him a lot too, but this one's pretty great as well. So that's it. That's my rambling. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope you found it informative or entertaining. I hope you like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, all that stuff. Support me on Patreon or give me a little bit of money on Coffee, whatever. The links are in the description. Cool. So I'll see you next time with another video review.